Hey guys, it's your girl Be Well here with you today to talk about positive self-talk. Speaking of positive truth about yourself. Now, a couple years ago, or a few years ago, I went to an Oprah conference in Atlanta, and Ayana Von Zant was there, and she said something at that seminar that really resonated with me, and I took that with me, and it really changed my life. She said to speak a positive truth about yourself. I think far too often, because we feel like we've made some mistakes in our past and we've gotten ourselves into some very crazy situations, we give ourselves this false or even a negative narrative about our life so far. Before I went to that seminar, I actually went to it because I had moved back home after a bad breakup and picking up my life, and so I'm trying to get my life back on track, and all that type of stuff. That story. So all of this is going on. I go to the seminar and I'm like, oh man, I have been saying really bad things about myself to my family and to my friends. When they ask what happened with that breakup, like what happened? Why didn't it work out? And I would say things like, oh, I'm so stupid for loving someone so much, or loving the wrong person, or for picking up my life and, moving and all this kind of stuff. And so saying those negative things about myself, it didn't make me feel better. And it didn't make me feel like I learned anything also. It was just kind of like, yeah, I did this and I feel terrible for it and I feel like I'm stupid. And it's kind of like a slap in the face to life, because one thing that we have to realize is that life is our friend. Life is never against us. It throws things at us to test our will and to test our resilience. It also throws things at us so that it can prepare us to get to where we need to go. The situation that I've been in, that was strategically placed in my life so that I can develop the type of mentality and that type of heart and that type of mind to get me to where I am this very day, sitting in front of this camera talking to you guys about my story and about all of the lessons that I've learned through my life. So after I went to that seminar, I decided to start speaking a positive truth about the things that I've gone through and about my life. And so in that positive truth, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so stupid for picking up my life and packing up my life and just moving away on a whim and all that kind of stuff, instead I started to say, well, you know what? I'm kind of brave for doing that. I fought for a love that I wanted. I fought for someone that made me happy, who loved me back. You know what I'm saying? And so even hearing that sounds so much better, right? Like that sounds so much better than saying I'm so stupid for doing this, or yeah, I know. Like nobody wants to hear that. I'm not going to put myself in this place to like throw a pity party for myself when I talk about my story. I have done very brave things in the name of love, or what I thought was love. It was a kind of love. And so, but when you know better, you do better. And that is where I am now in life. And so that became my narrative. My narrative became, I'm brave, I'm strong, I am a good person, my intentions are pure, and stuff like that, instead of trying to down myself for making the decisions that I did. You won't get any further in life if all you do is just talk about how stupid you were for making a bad decision, when in all actuality, that decision was put in front of you for you to make so that you can learn what you're learning now or then, so that you can get to where you are or where you're going to be going. So yes, that is a very, very special part of my life, is going to that seminar. I didn't agree with everything that was said there, and I'll talk on that later. But for the most part, I really enjoyed that seminar, and that was one key piece of advice and input that I really did take back with me. And then I don't know. I just feel like when we talk positively about ourselves, we change our self-talk in our mind. We change that little voice inside our head that's always spewing out negativity, self-doubt, self-loathing, like all that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to put in here the link to my next video where we're going to talk about positive affirmations versus negative affirmations, and how to detect negative affirmations, because you might not even know that you're speaking these affirmations. And I'm going to talk about what affirmations even are. So click the next video. I hope something that I said here today about what I've learned about speaking a positive truth about your experiences and about your life so far, I hope that that settled in with you. I hope that it helped you to hashtag just breathe. Again, this is Be Well, and I hope that you take something from this. I already said that. And I hope that you do everything in your power to be well.